Was it a big
Yes.
mistake
No.
letting go of Ragnick the way you guys did?
100%. 100%.
Just,
100%.
yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Because he said things that the board didn't want people to know about. And when you're that bold, and the board is weak, they will let you go because you're ruining it. You're making them look bad.
You see, like that's another thing about the board. It's like why couldn't they just go like, hey, listen, you're right. Okay,
Yeah, help
you're
us,
saying all the right
guide
things,
us, guide
but
us.
now we literally hired you as a consultant. So consult us instead of telling all the people our shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, why not actually tell us?
He-
Okay, Alvarez.
They said
sawa.
no. I don't know. Unaelewa wapi?
But what? We see the video.
Why?
I can't start the video
Because?
as the minority.
Huh?
I'm the minority.
But you're the one top of the league.
Exactly, the minority. 100% record. I think you guys can figure it out how to start the video. Just make sure to tell guys like, share, subscribe. Sorry we've been here. We've been away for a while. Just make sure you say all that. Go ahead.
Sorry.
This is why
I don't
Arsenal
apologize,
can't
fuck you.
do well, man. I can't.
No, man, you
take
guys
this,
have done amazing. You've literally beat Leicester and
Crystal
who else?
Palace.
Crystal Palace. You've done.
How do you guys do against
You've
Crystal
done
Palace?
madness. We outplayed them with 10 men.
Tell
We
me how
didn't
you
luck out.
At
Did you
home.
win?
At
Didn't
home.
luck out, huh?
At home. Where were you guys
At
playing?
home. It was at home.
A 1-1 win,
1-1 draw.
like Spurs
1-1
against Chelsea.
We went.
1 minute.
Yeah, 1-1 win.
No, it's not really an issue for us, man. As in, me, I'm not too hyped. I'm not too disappointed by
1 win, you know.
by 2 games into the season.
Mathematical anomaly.
Mechapa team.
Of the opaque nature.
There's a opaque nature there. He's supposed to be given 3 points, but I'm putting 1. There's something wrong.
There's something not mathematically.
It wasn't a Liverpool. We can start with Liverpool.
You guys have been shit.
I haven't been shit, man.
You
We
have
just
been
haven't
shit.
won in 2 games. It's not a
You've been
problem,
shit.
bro.
Who'd you guys draw with in the first?
Fulham.
Okay, Fulham. Go ahead. Before we started the video, before we hit record, you started saying some excuses. I think.
Don't know excuses, man.
All right, just listen.
You see the level of football we've been playing for the past 4 or 5 years is extremely high level football. So,
Winning 1 Premier League.
So the fact that
High level or high octane?
high level, bro.
Or high cocaine.
The fact that going into this season
Cocktail.
for the last 4 years,
High
the difference
asthma
between
medication.
City and Liverpool has been a point for the last 4 seasons. So who really cares about 2 draws at the start of a season, man?
Who really cares? You've lost the league twice because of 1
point.
Yeah.
So how would you not care about?
But we lost the league. It wasn't determined by the start of the season. It's how you finish. So
What do you mean it's how you finish?
These 2 games
you
don't
you
count.
finished well.
They don't count, huh?
You finished well those last 2 seasons that you lost out of the last 1 point. So it comes down to
we
how
haven't
you
beaten
started.
in the ones we've lost by 1 point. We haven't beaten City in either of those seasons. We haven't beaten Chelsea. So what's needed, despite that losing points, is we need to win the
Long
big
story
games.
short, are you out of the title race?
How? Why? Why?
You've already lost 4 points.
No, please don't answer a question with a question. Sawa. Answer the question.
That's an answer, because how are we out the title race? No one can be out of the
Listen,
title.
It might be too soon. I know Saddam asks some early questions all the time, but just answer it.
Yeah, there's no way anyone is out of the title race 2 games into a season, man.
Including
but
Arsenal.
but we just said the last
It's like asking
the
if
last
Arsenal
time you
is
guys
in the
almost
title
won
race.
it.
No, it's not the same.
No. But we just said the last
Same
time
thing.
you guys almost won it, you're like 1 point or 2 points away.
Both times.
And
we almost won it.
now we've already dropped all the points.
So
man.
so this is so let me bring this back to
While
you guys.
City
So
have been
going
winning.
by that logic, what were we meant to do? Win 38 games.
Exactly. To win the league, yes.
Win 38 games.
No, win more games than
City.
Man City.
Yeah.
Man
Or have
City.
more
Or
points.
beats Man City at some point.
Yeah.
You didn't.
Have we played Man City?
I'm just saying.
We've played Man City at some point this season and we've beaten them to get the Community Shield. We haven't played them in the league. We're only 4 points behind them. 2 games in. No alarm bells ringing.
There's a bigger problem.
Yeah.
You're ignoring here. Your injuries.
I know that's
Bias,
what I was coming. That's what I was coming to. There's an issue in terms of the squad itself right now because of the crisis we're going through.
And it's the beginning of the season. So how are you struggling? How are you playing Milner on your game week 2? in midfield.
And,
That's
and
a-
by the way, he tweeted.
I had that exact tweet. I asked that exact
Exactly.
question. But you see that in itself, yesterday was one of those Klopp games. Usually you get them like in the middle of the season, usually, where he has the players, he has the options to fill certain players, but maybe due to a player is just back from injury, he's not willing to risk him. It's too early in the season. He's decided to start other guys. Phillips started instead of Gomez. Milner started instead of Keita. All those guys
By
were
the way, I
guys on
didn't
the
even know
bench.
Nat Phillips was still a Liverpool player.
I was
still part of the
surprised.
squad depth.
Kimbizo and Zaha, he was running for his life.
Yeah, alikimzwa mara mbili. Unaona pia.
Hata Van Dijk lakini alikimbizwa.
No,
Some would
speaking
say-
of Van Dijk,
Some would say
speaking
that's
of Van Dijk,
it's a
let's be very
category, bro.
honest.
Yeah.
As much as he's a very good defender, he's too scared. He has a reputation. Like he feels like slide and then this guy fakes it, it's over for him.
Yeah. And
Unlike other great defenders like Diaz and
who take risks.
who take risk and
And
actually
Saliba.
yes, and Saliba. He's a good defender. Facts.
Van Dijk never commits.
He's a bit weird with the locker room video, but apart from that,
It is what it is, bro.
it is what it is. Guys are weird.
Everyone fucking wanks.
I guess so, yeah.
If you want a bunch of
Okay.
dudes in a room, then cool.
Anyway, like
Potato,
all I'm saying
potato.
is, all I'm saying is, it's not all nice and rosy for you guys
Yeah.
because relegation battlers United, if they beat you, they go above you next
Yeah.
week.
And we're battling relegation.
Yeah. So no, you see, this
So
is the thing.
how
I've
is
lived,
that?
I've lived through this point where the same thing we did to Zoom last year. You can't win or lose the league in 3 games. You can't.
Zoom did not win the league.
Yeah,
Nah,
he
I'm
didn't
saying
win.
even you can't win or
He
lose.
didn't- he
Then
didn't
it was
finish
top
top
4.
four. Yeah.
Then they were trying to get top 4. They actually lost top 4 not because of their start but because of their finish.
They were
And just like you guys lost the Premier League, not because of your start, but because of your finish.
No,
Ours
they lost
was
because of
our
their starts.
we lost because of our middle part where we drew
Middle
bare
parts.
games. Last season during the middle of the season.
So you guys have just shifted it now. Now you're just drawing bare games. All I'm saying is, with all the calamity and the chaos
yeah.
at Old Trafford, right? They still have a very good chance of beating you guys, especially because the last time you guys met, they beat you guys 4-0.
Pre-season, yeah.
You guys are the only team in the English Premier League to have lost to this United team, man.
In pre-season, yeah.
So far, bro.
So-
Pre-season, you see that?
In 2022.
Fine.
bro.
If
No, not just preseason. Technically, he's right. You're the only Premier League team
Ten Hag has beaten.
to have lost
Yeah.
to Man United.
And it's not 1-0 or 2-0.
Oh, this
or
season,
3-0,
yeah.
4-0.
This season, because you've only played 3
Could
Premier
have been
League
more.
teams.
Could have been more.
You see some stats. Only Premier. They
couldn't-
played 3
We couldn't beat
You know?
Brentford or Brighton, but we could definitely beat
in pre-season,
We
bro.
could
We'll see you
definitely
guys.
beat
We'll
the
see you guys.
greatest Liverpool
In-
team to
in-
have ever existed,
in-
apparently.
in Bangkok
Greatest.
with
We'll see you guys on Monday. And when we see you guys on Monday at
No.
Old Trafford,
We're not here to just come on the show and then tell people to wait until.
Nah,
next
I'm
Monday.
saying we'll see you guys
No,
on
we're here to
Monday.
talk
We'll see
now.
United on Monday. And all this talk in regards to, if they beat us, they'll go on top. If they do this, they do
isn't
this.
some we will see bullshit.
We're talking
You haven't
about
come
it
from
now,
Westlands to this
bro.
place to come and say, let's talk next
I've
Monday.
not told you we'll talk
Could've
next
told-
Monday. I've told you we'll see these guys next Monday. And when we see them next Monday, you'll realize we are not washed just yet.
Okay,
When we
well-
give these guys 5 more, when you give them 5 more, and I'm assuring you, if you watched yesterday's game, if you watched the Fulham game, there's an issue we have in both games.
those issues
Quality.
we will explore.
And that one,
them.
that one issue,
If Mitrovic can do it, Rashford and Ronaldo can do it.
A fact.
If Mitrovic can
That's
do
all
it,
I'm saying.
even if we
If,
sign
if,
Arnautovic,
if
Zaha.
United rejects, like Andreas Pereira can do it,
And Zaha.
then surely
And Zaha.
United acceptees
And Zaha.
surely United acceptees can do it.
I love
for
this
sure, for
agenda,
sure.
man. I love this agenda.
For sure.
bro.
for sure, bro. I
all
honestly,
I'm saying.
I honestly expect.
That's all I'm
going,
saying.
Going by that logic, yeah. I honestly expect us the next time we do play a Watford cleverly in there, United reject. You don't use players just because they were left a team. That means they're going to come to our side and beat us. Bro. We're facing United. If you've watched both games, we've dominated both games. We've dominated preseason.
My concern,
dominated
So damn, I
City.
just want to say irrelevant point because Watford are in the championship.
You know, I'm saying if we ever do
Irrelevant,
meet them,
very
cleverly is still there. Evans is in Leicester.
Maybe in your
He
FA
left-
Cup run or something.
He left.
Listen,
He
we're
left
talking Premier League
United.
now.
He left United doesn't mean he's a better player. Doesn't mean it's okay. Doesn't mean they're going to
Kerry,
beat us.
my concern is one thing. Is Matip playing
Who?
against United? Matip.
No.
Because he's the one who carries Van Dijk. So if he is there,
I'll
I'm
be honest.
worried.
I'll be
I'm
honest,
concerned.
man. I'll be honest. Matip is the most underrated centre back at Liverpool.
I
He's the
agree.
tackling centre
You see-
back
you
of
see-
the
you see
team.
He's the one who commits.
And he's the one who
He's the one who
dribbles.
tackles,
He's
yeah.
the one who even starts plays.
Beautiful.
What I need, yo, whoever edits this stuff, yeah, Kolo, Ebu,
Collis.
ipitia hiyo kitu. Enda last season kuna pali.
We've lost the
Nilikuja hapa and they say this exact sentiment.
No, the film
Bro,
is opaque.
I hope you remember.
What did you say?
I said Matip. Matip is a top 5 centre back in the league and he's very underrated.
we
Nikaambiwa
agree with you
Better
now.
than Van Dijk.
Hapana.
Yeah, we're saying better than Van Dijk.
You see,
Yeah.
you're saying he's
Yeah.
better than Van Dijk. I'm saying Van Dijk's the best. Not only me, other guys are saying
No,
it,
no.
including Ferdinand. Guys who've actually played the game
Van
at a
Dijk
high
defends
level.
with his aura.
So
He
at a
actually
high
done well in
level, yeah.
defending, bro.
Yeah, he perfume. Anadhani akipaka perfume maybe
Perfume,
he'll scare the
yeah.
defenders off.
Live-in
He
condition.
thinks he's gonna play Troy Deeney every week. Listen, he
Yeah,
needs to chill.
guys who
It's kinda-
haven't
even
seen
then, if he
perfume in a while.
if he keeps putting perfume just to go
People-
rub up on men, that's kind of sus.
People who don't shower,
Very
man.
sus.
You know?
Yeah, very sus.
Very sad.
Must be, yeah.
Moving on.
Who did say Van Dijk smells nice?
But I just want to
Troy
finish
Deeney,
off with
Troy
this.
Deeney,
I just
yeah.
want to finish off with this. Next week, I'm triple captaining Mo Salah.
Don't.
Am I? Listen, just take your United hats off and
Okay.
put on your FPL managers on.
Uh-huh.
So, Salah versus United is a very easy game to get points.
I see Martial. I think Martial captain is a very good pick because he's back
Is he back?
and Ronaldo is getting dropped.
Your goat.
No,
It
no,
is
my
what
God.
it is. Who? Oh yeah. No, Messi's your goat. I forgot now.
Now, yeah.
Okay. Well, that's our segment on Liverpool.
Nah, I'm still kinda insulted. This guy, a
Just
team
drink
with
some Red Bull.
Bruno Fernandes. A team with Bruno Fernandes is
Yeah,
going to
man.
beat us.
Yeah, bro.
A team with Harvey Elliott is going to beat United.
Yes,
Sure.
any day.
Javier and Milner.
Any day.
And Van Dijk. Oh.
Man
Any
bun
day.
merchants. Seriously.
Any
let's,
day.
Let's be honest, man.
Who the hell is
Harvey Elliott
McFred?
had no impact on that game.
Who the hell's McFred?
McFred.
Harvey Elliott had, bro. If you watch the game, then you wouldn't say that statement because
bacon potatoes.
because when the
I
one
was in and out
chance
of the kitchen.
the one chance that Darwin missed was
It was his pass.
proper creation from Harvey.
Yeah.
And he was actually busy on the day. He like
Fred
moved
does that
about.
with his eyes closed.
Yeah, no wonder he doesn't get there. So it's like,
That was not funny.
Sorry, that was funny, bro.
nah, bro.
That was weak.
Stick to the script. Anyway,
Ukikubali, ukubali.
let's be honest, right? Uruguayan players, for you guys, have had problems.
Ah, yeah, Suarez was the worst.
Agenda dead.
No, but seriously, now
Stop it.
that's 3 games out. Sindel.
Ah, yeah,
That's
yeah,
3
yeah.
games.
Three.
Sent off.
Yeah, probably.
And in a way, fine. This is the one thing I'll say. In a way, that's an added advantage to us. That guy Nunes, yeah. That homie Nunes.
agenda was dead, bro.
The agenda was dead on that part, yeah. But that guy Nunes, something about him.
His
Something
touch,
about
he has a touch for Lukaku, but what I think he does well is movement.
Yeah.
His movement in the box is
But
good.
his volume, he's that guy for volume.
He's a Bruno
yeah,
Fernandes.
he's a guy like, yeah, I'll take 10, 12 shots. If 2 go in, I'll still have 2 goals.
But
But
I don't know. If 2 go in, I will remove my shirt and show all my veins and make sure I post it on Twitter.
Homie does have a 12 pack though. Homie's ripped. Hey, Raya kona look.
He's only Abu
Bad.
Rashid. He's only Abu Rashid.
What you're saying, indirectly, kind of, is he's very similarly frustrating to Diogo Jota.
Yeah. So he's no. This is the only difference between both of them. Yeah. Jota is technically gifted to the point if he strikes a ball, he strikes
I
a
agree.
ball.
I agree.
No,
He
I
is more
agree as
gifted
well.
than.
Yeah, like
When he's so off today.
What's your
I'm
issue
off
with that?
today. Sorry, guys. I'm
he's
on the wrong
technically
wavelength.
gifted to this point.
Nah, I
this
just don't
this
think-
Nunes guy.
I don't think Jota is.
Ile
You
hata
can say he's technically
pepeta
gifted,
upper.
bro.
Hey, my guy.
And who's replacing you now?
Replacing us where?
Who's replacing? Is Jota fit?
Jota's coming into fitness, so maybe 2 weeks.
Wow. So who's gonna play striker?
For me, you
I'm
know.
just pulling up.
He's
the
going back to
Oh,
his
6
false
games.
9, bro.
For me, no.
Box to box, false 9, bro.
Shout out to Diaz,
he
man. Hata
plays.
hiyo section ilikuwa imeisha na sikuwa nimeshout out Diaz. His goal was
No,
banging.
that was a banging goal.
Yeah, his
That
goal
a
was banging,
goal.
bro.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I hate that you guys signed him. Let's see. You guys play obviously United
Oh, but
And
they
then
have
you play
Diaz
Bournemouth.
instead of
Yeah.
Salah on my
Right.
FPL, bro.
at home.
Same, he's my
I am
captain.
Jose Mourinho. Go
Okay,
on,
so,
go on, sorry.
then you play Liverpool. Newcastle at home, and then Everton. So yeah, Everton away is gonna be tough.
And I fuck
Everton
Everton,
are
bro. It's
struggling.
Lampard,
No,
bro.
but whenever they play these guys, they always like they shouldn't have lost that last
Charlton
game.
is not there.
They have Anthony Gordon now.
Yeah, he's not.
Bro, Everton are on the fast track to relegation.
Yeah,
Unless
Fair
they
enough.
get
Fair enough.
rid
All
of
right. Well,
Lampard,
nobody
yeah.
gives a shit about Everton. Let's move on to the bottom of the table. You're 13th, but these guys are spanked
the
bottom.
12th. Give them
12th.
credit.
12th.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
12th. So same way.
Asante, bro.
Yeah. And
My bad.
we're 19th, right?
You have to, you have to accept cookies to see United on the
Okay,
table.
yeah. What are you trying to say?
I think Naeem just kicked it off well.
You have to accept.
cookies
when you
from the
open,
browser.
Yeah, when you open the
See
browser, you
United.
have to. That place that says accept cookies. I'm deny. To see United on the table, you have to accept cookies, man.
It's all happy days, huh? You guys said banter
that
era
was
would
such
end,
a
man.
good joke. Yeah.
I was
plus
thinking
it-
of actual cookies or something.
Wallahi,
he's a hungry guy,
wallahi, I was
man.
thinking about cookies.
Chocolate chip or
He's
some
hungry
shit.
guy.
I don't know. Anyway, let's just talk about United. Do you guys want to? I just feel like I've said everything I've had to say from last season, but you guys didn't believe me. So just go ahead now.
Say about what?
Don't worry about it. Just go ahead now.
No, us.
You guys go ahead. I mean,
Two of the
how much did you pay for that jersey? You have earned the right to speak. You're wearing a
Mimi-
scarf and it is cold.
Mimi kwa sasa. Sina maoni.
Sina maoni.
Kiare, I think I'm sure you can back me up on this.
I like how you told Kiare, come here, man. I need you on this one.
Listen, two of the biggest clubs.
You see,
in
I
England.
think anyway, two of the biggest clubs.
Yeah,
man.
Other clubs in Malaysia. We move on.
Bro,
But seriously, like,
But Zoom, you lied to us, man.
what did I like?
You told us bold coaches is the way to go.
I didn't say that. He said
you
that.
said that, bro. You've been saying that the
Don't touch
whole,
my head.
the whole time, bro.
you agreed to that.
Bold.
You agreed to that. Why?
Yeah, but my
You
manager is
sanctioned it,
Lego
bro.
haired. My manager has the perfect hair. Why would I agree?
You endorsed it on your own head, bro.
I did to be fair. But at the end of the day, right? What I said was very true. Sawa, you brought in what looks to be a promising manager. Okay? But everything else around the club, including the quality of players, is shit.
He's being let down by the
You
board.
told us
Facts.
Fred was a good player. You lied to us. He had like 3 good games last season in the
No,
run-in.
I still think he's a good player.
And you told us Sancho is ready for the Premier League. He looks like he still needs to
you
go
know-
back.
You know what?
You guys can loan him back to Bundesliga to gain some more experience.
My boy Sancho.
Rashford
My boy
came
Sancho
back from surgery
was
and is
sick
still
last
struggling.
week, bro.
Ronaldo, everybody's now blaming Ronaldo because they have nobody else to blame. He's literally the scapegoat.
Now that guy is
Seriously.
he's toxic.
Seriously.
Scape-Goat? Okay. So I didn't make sure.
Bravo Lushika. Bravo check it.
So, and last season, Kiari,
Yeah.
you were here when I tried to propose this hypothesis, right? That to fix United, they need to go through a similar run of what Arsenal went through.
Yeah.
Similar run of what Arsenal went through.
We're not
Fix the
Arsenal.
board, get a technical director, sack some people, lots of people, because these men have people
Because of
who
COVID,
are undeservedly being paid 200k. 200k.
I agree.
So you have players who are overpaid and underachieving. What Edu actually spoke about it. I keep
Yeah.
likening it to the Arsenal situation because we're both literally exactly in the same situation. Last season, 2 games in, although we played Chelsea, we were bottom and the worst goal difference.
Three games in.
Yeah, no.
Could be the same as
they
them.
have the worst goal difference. It will be the same. Actually, to be honest, I see it.
probably.
Yeah.
Right?
Probably.
They have a manager who's not been supported in any way. Jamaa after players from June, all we've been hearing is no.
And you know he came early. That's the thing. That's
Alikuja
making
mapema?
me-
Zoom, this brings
making me
this
so
brings
pissed
back
off.
to what you guys went through before this. Where as a club right now, United is not performing on that level they expected to. They can't attract the players they want. You can't be able to.
I disagree. I think
You can't be able to
I
bring in a.
disagree. I disagree.
Even I
I don't
disagree.
think.
I
I don't think we
disagree,
cannot
but I'll let
attract
him
those
talk.
players.
Let him give.
No, honestly, I don't think we cannot attract those players. Ten Hag does not need those flashy players. The players like Martinez. we wanted that Cisco kid. Ukiangalia the players that what's his name? The guy that was fired. He left. Ragnik. No, Ragnik. He said he proposed that the kid that City signed.
Alvarez.
He proposed Sesko.
Darwin Núñez.
He proposed Núñez and he doesn't Vlahovic. And they literally said no.
Huh?
So those players are not big players. Those are like promising players. Like if United come to you,
But they would have been big money signings. Any one of those. Darwin Núñez would have gone for 100.
You see, but what he's saying,
when we wanted him,
what he's saying is
You're talking about stardom.
No. When we wanted them, the period we wanted them.
The time we wanted those players
is when they were going for cheap.
But that's what I'm asking. That's part of the point, because you see, the time you guys wanted Núñez, the time you guys wanted Sesko, that was January.
Exactly.
But the price would have still been the same, because up till right now, Núñez was still being touted as the next big striker. Yeah. Sesko was still being scouted by all the
let's be very honest.
That's true.
No.
Vlahovic was bought in January.
I disagree. Núñez.
How much was he bought for? Like 50?
Yeah, but you see, Naim.
Vlahovic.
That brings back the part of attracting. You've actually said the same. You've actually said the same things, because that brings now the part of attracting. Because when you guys bid with that 55 mil, and Juve bid with that 55 mil, as much as he'll want to play for United, he's not coming. He's not giving up Juve, playing in the Champions League, competing for titles
for a project that's United.
Just coming for a project.
No, you don't need to go all the way back to Vlahovic. Yeah. So, this player is this manager's former player. He's the guy who made this player.
Yeah,
like he can owe a large part of his success as a player to Erik ten Hag. Nayeye, he'd rather stay at Barcelona, where they owe him money, and if they've mistreated him and they've framed him for all kinds of things through the media, he'd rather stay there than come to United's project.
But
whether you like it or not.
No.
Let me tell you. In my opinion, the mismanagement goes throughout the board and throughout the management, the coaching staff as well. Because look at it now, Erik ten Hag. I'm not saying he's not allowed to make mistakes. All these managers come through with a new team, they make mistakes.
Yeah.
Everybody makes mistakes. So, Tuchel just made a mistake with Lukaku recently, okay? But you guys, when you knew we were in advanced negotiations with Lisandro Martinez, all the news outlets kept reporting that, we're willing to pay £40 million and we're willing to play him as a left back or a holding midfielder. So, Erik ten Hag pushed for this deal. You guys overpaid for a defender and played him in the wrong position. Now he's being exposed, and it's just one of the problems. Another thing is Erik ten Hag's issues as well. He's already showing mistakes against Brighton. He didn't make changes until the 89th minute, and I was like, "What the fuck is the point?"
No, he made changes, but
he didn't make changes until the 89th.
He made 3 subs at once, and that was
in the 89th minute.
Well, you're allowed 5, so the 3 were. There was 2 before, and then the
What's
three,
the point? You're chasing a game.
Sawa,
you're chasing. I get it. You're chasing a game. It's 89th minute. You're 2-1 down. Was it at home?
Yeah, at home.
No.
It was at home. Opening game of the season. Why not throw the kitchen sink at it?
The messed
against
up
Brentford.
Zoom. The messed up bit about the Brighton game for me was the guys who were brought in like it was a pre-season friendly.
Exactly.
It was like
go get a run out.
You guys in to change the game. You guys just
go get
out,
a run out. Exactly. The Brentford game. Naeem, you and I discussed this over pre-season, right? We discussed whether a midfield of Fred, Eriksen, and Bruno is too much and too light, and it proved to be against Brentford. He has his own players there. He already has his own player there, Donny van de Beek. It's a mystery as to why he doesn't use him.
I have a question. You guys might be better.
But Donny van de Beek has proved that he's a dad.
Yeah.
I mean, if Erik ten Hag has come and he's still not getting game time, he's still coming on for 15 minutes. He's a dad.
The Martinez bit is the question I have, particularly for you guys. Why, even in this last game, why take off Martinez at halftime instead of pushing him forward, playing him as a defensive midfielder? McTominay is not better than Martinez, even as a CDM.
Being 10 men is better than having McTominay on the pitch.
Yeah, it's not.
Wallah, he just takes up space.
I didn't get that logic because it kind of singled out Martinez as a weak point, and that's a new signing.
I think he was taking him away from the the heat.
I still don't get it.
But his
And
comments after
Because
the
he's a
game.
new- no, because he's a new signing.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then the mistake was also his mistake. So I think you're just taking him out of the.
Saddam, another
Firing
thing,
range.
another thing I like in this situation to Arsenal's is you guys are trying to play a certain way, and you still have a keeper who can't play that way. That's why we let go of Leno.
Yeah, the guy is he is costing
Pep
us.
Guardiola did the same thing with Joe Hart and Claudio Bravo. Aliwatoa. Joe Hart had just won the league, and he's a Man City legend in many Man City fans' eyes. Akamtoa. You know what I mean? Like David De Gea, it's not even.
It's kwa keeper tuko na agenda bado. Acha tumalizane na De Gea. Tukirudi kwa wale watu.
Ule wa kuruka ule.
We will revisit.
Ule wa replay.
No, but Ramsey can pass the ball.
Yeah,
They're not
man,
having
Ramsey
that.
is a baller, man.
No,
Ramsey
but
is a baller.
just on the De Gea issue, it's not even just the passing now.
It's even the saving.
It's even the saving.
mistakes-
How many
the
times?
mistakes
Like
he's
we've
gonna
seen
make.
compilations of all kinds of
The ball
issues
slipping through his
where it's a
hands.
weak hand.
Yeah. I've seen him. I've
You
seen
know,
it
it's
too much for it to be-
ridiculous.
And
It's
he's on-
ridiculous. You can no longer talk about David De Gea.
Is the highest paid
He's the highest,
keeper
375.
in the world, bro.
375,000 pounds. He's the most
In the world.
He's the most
And he was
highest
given
paid
like
player.
2-3 years ago. Not even.
Can't catch a
Yeah,
ball.
that was 2 years ago.
Yeah, that was 2 years ago.
They
yeah.
still can't catch a ball.
Like it's mad. Apparently, Dean Henderson, the guy who went and Nottingham Forest, he won the game.
Yeah,
he
the
essentially
penalty
won the
save,
game
yeah,
for West
yeah,
Ham. No, for Nottingham Forest. He had so many other saves.
Yeah, yes.
He collected more crosses, 25, than David De Gea had in since last season
And then do you know what he
in
said?
one game.
But-
do you know what he said? Do you know
Yeah.
what he said when he was leaving? He said he didn't even want to go for preseason because he knew if the coach sees him play, he'll want to keep him. But this problem is still there. You still have David De Gea on 375. That's why David De Gea has to play.
But I have a.
That's why he was like, even me, I'm not gonna come for
I'll-
preseason. Hata ni like.
Mimi
na
naweza
nitabaki
tetea
hapo,
hapo,
hata
naweza
nitoke.
tetea
That's
Ten
what
Hag
he said.
lakini
Huh?
hapo naweza tetea Ten Hag tu hapo kwa De Gea because you guys gave Henderson that chance last season.
No. We gave
To
him, but he got
understand.
COVID.
I don't think
He got
Henderson-
COVID,
He didn't
bro.
really get a good
Henderson-
chance at it.
No,
he got
Henderson-
Yeah, he got COVID
And
as
then
well.
he wasn't able to come back.
I have this thought when it comes to Henderson. Henderson is not a United level keeper. He's one of those keepers.
I
If
agree.
they play for a mid-table team, he's going to be epic. It's like Fabianski, the same way Fabianski wasn't an Arsenal level keeper, but West Ham, he's been starting for them for damn near 6-7 years.
Yeah, I get you.
So
on that
it's
point.
the keepers who don't, that level is not the level. So Henderson might not be the answer, but the issue I have with their depth even in the keeper's position is for Ten Hag's way of playing. If your sub keeper is even Tom Heaton,
Tom Heaton, bro.
there's
And the
no
thing
way
is-
you guys are going.
Kiari. The thing is, that mistake for the Ericsson,
Like this guy
that
is
pass.
trying not to laugh, man.
You know what I mean? Like,
Bro,
listen,
as in, you know that guy was being coached in Burnley. As in,
bro, that guy was re-signed.
Alpha,
That guy was
Alpha.
re-signed. He left their academy, came back as a 30-year-old. They signed him again.
Coach wao alikuwa anaitwa
Nostalgia. This
Coach
is
wa
no-
Burnley.
Our team is based on nostalgia,
Coach wa
bro.
Burnley alikuwa anaitwa
Nani? Shondai.
Shondai,
Shondai.
umetoka
Klopp's
Shondai
best friend,
football,
bro.
alafu kuja tena football.
Kazi ni kupura.
Do you know the-
Unaambiwa ball chini,
Do you know
ball
the
juu.
do you know the funniest thing is? The funniest thing is, who scored against us? Ben Mee.
Yeah.
Ben Mee was a manager last season.
Yeah, player manager.
It was, yeah.
Bro, it's not going to be difficult when the guy marking him is Sandro Martinez.
No, but no. In all
He actually
honesty-
scored his
in all
He
header.
honesty-
literally didn't even jump.
No,
The
no,
way
in all
this is-
honesty-
he didn't jump. Ben
no,
Mee
in all
didn't jump.
honesty-
Ben Mee scored his header at this height.
Nah, that goal wasn't Martinez's fault.
There, bro.
That goal wasn't
As in-
Martinez's fault.
Remember that
was
video?
De Gea's
Remember that
fault,
picture
bro.
of Matteo Debuchy with Marwan Fellaini?
Yeah.
That's what it was. Ben Mee and Lisandro Martinez. Like, let me just tell you.
This thing for Martinez has gotten to me so much. Every time I'm watching United, and every time he wins a header, I'm like, hey. Any header,
Does he
hey.
go up for corners? Seriously though.
Yeah, bro,
He
that
does.
homie is he has
Like on the edge of the box.
I'm not
again.
a
He
hater.
does.
He has a league.
Wallahi.
Yeah.
Do you know what the solution is? Lindelof, Varane, yeah, for now. And then Martinez either left back or center defense.
CDM.
Because I look at all
Play him
the teams,
CDM.
bro. Look
CDM,
at
'cause that Malacia
look
guy
at
You guys
Chelsea.
are struggling.
See,
That
no,
Malacia guy
is
is
dope.
that
He's dope.
guy is potential.
He's dope.
Yeah.
But
Liverpool look sure.
But look at all the teams, bro. These guys have the Mbappe of centre backs. You guys have Van Dijk. Chelsea have Koulibaly.
Mbappe of what?
Centre backs.
Saliba,
bro.
mtaita Saliba
For
kila
a
kitu.
young player of the season in
you guys
France.
know your problem is you only watch
Young
one league.
player of this. Yeah, that's
That's
the
your
issue.
problem.
Oh,
Tembeni,
haina
bro.
shida. Mi
I
wana
can hook you up.
international.
Jog on.
Niko na kwanza Kikulu
Jog
wende.
on.
before Saliba ingia France national team walikuwa number 1 in the world. Wakamcall up 3 games kidogo amefika number 5. Wamedishi karibu
Nice try.
Hapana
You're
bro.
reaching. Trust me, I'm short. I know when someone's reaching.
Check the stats.
Nah, but you guys,
I know when someone's reaching.
you can see
Saliba.
You can see Saliba as a centre back is going to be a good centre back for this league. But as we have guys like Martinez and Maguire, man, I'm just pulling my hair out.
Wait,
Capitan.
Kirudi hapa ndakuwa kama
But I have a question.
Martinez shouldn't be playing centre back.
Not in this
Arsenal
league.
were
Not in this
absolutely
league,
right
man.
to pull out of that deal as whenever the bidding war started. They were absolutely right.
Liisha, man, tulia.
I'm just saying.
Relax.
Shut up, bro.
Haikuwa aware with mngekuwa nayo mngetoa.
No, trust me.
Shida ni pesa.
Zinky Winky is so much better, bro. Please. Zinky Winky is.
Zinky Winky.
Zinky Winky, bro. Zinky Winky is the shit, bro. I've seen the ball.
Zinky Winky for the viewers.
Kwanza nimekuwa na
For the
argument
viewers.
moja
Zinchenko.
juu hapo. You guys chibiri tree. So si apparently saizi Zinchenko ameshakuwa.
No. Stick. We'll come to
Nilikuwa nauliza
Arsenal.
tu swali tu.
We'll get carried away.
Swali.
You guys love Arsenal.
Watasahau.
Zinchenko since yeye ameshakuwa top 5 left back in the
Yeah?
league. Hapana si amekuwa ama top 10. Jo ameingia Arsenal, yeah. Arsenal fans are calling him their left back, one of the best left backs around, technically gifted. Better than Tini. Nimesikia hivyo from a couple
That's
of.
true though. He is technically better.
Why mbona City imeamua wakuzia Zinchenko alafu wanunue Tini?
They have
No,
been
that's
linked
not true.
actually.
They want Tini. That's a given.
It's not true.
How is it not true? They want
It's not
Tini.
true, bro. Listen.
The Tini rumors have been there
We
from
can't do
January.
analysis based off a link. Alafu wambiwe, yeah, don't forget to follow us on social media as well.
See,
Goal.com.
nasema
Sawa.
from January.
Nah, bro, that's
Wait,
not
it's
it.
goal.
It's always goal, man. That's where this guy gets all
Me
his
hata
links from.
sikusoma hiyo goal. Me I'm saying from January.
I'm the mirror. Definitely
No,
the
but
mirror.
here's okay.
These those guys from
what's come-
Wikipedia as well. They
Yeah.
send you stats at Wikipedia stats.
And that's the thing.
Me nimeuliza tu kitu simple. Because I consider
Transfer market.
Tini.
Transfer market link highly likely, bro.
Me na
Highly
considering
likely.
Tini.
Disco
For
Miller.
me, I consider Tini one of the best left backs
Nah,
in
it's dope. It's
in
dope.
the world,
And
as
he's
in-
Scottish. More important.
Yeah.
Listen.
Scottish.
We appreciate him
Scottish
for
guy.
his attributes as a traditional left back. So there is no way you're convincing me that they want a traditional left back. Pep Guardiola, you know exactly what he wants. He wants someone who can cut in. That's what Joao
Someone
Cancelo was
actually
doing.
who has a brain.
So Tini doesn't have a
Ouch,
brain, no?
wait.
I don't think.
We were talking
he's
about
not intelligent
United,
enough.
when I say about
You
went
see,
to
this is
Arsenal.
what I mean.
He's not
That's what I
smart
mean. We
enough.
get carried away talking
He's not
about
smart
Arsenal.
enough to
Wallah, he's a
play
very intelligent
midfield.
player. No, he doesn't have the technical ability to drift in.
Yeah,
bro.
technical
It's
ability.
Not smart. It's not
Technical ability. Did you know how you use your brain? By technique.
the one time. What? This will be perfect time to add
Such
the
an
cricket
op-
sound.
Such an
You know that
opaque
cricket sound?
Such an opaque description of the
Umefos.
word. Huh?
Umefos.
But ni opaque bado.
Bado
Kila
unafos.
pale.
Opaque inakuwa kila
You're
pahali
ma-
sasa.
somehow you're making it worse than what Saddam said.
Yes, you make yes.
You're ruining it.
Stop ruining it. Anyway, just going back to United, the same thing they're facing. Remember that mistake Xhaka made and Leno, those two guys against Burnley, and I lost my hair.
Fred did that last season as well, you know.
Remember?
Fred did that twice last season.
Against Leicester as well, the season prior before. It was the same shit because De Gea, it's not just a matter of the execution of the pass, it's about when to pass the ball.
Yes.
How is he?
I mean, you know
How
this
is
guy,
he?
this
And
guy.
the thing is, like, there's no way you can convince me someone can't be coached into it because Courtois, in my opinion, wasn't a ball playing keeper. Now he's passing the ball crazy. Trust me, I watch Real Madrid games.
His confidence is ridiculous.
Yeah.
He between the lines. He
Wallah,
passes between the lines.
one touch, like he doesn't control it. He's very good
He's
with
awkward with it, but he gets it done.
it. Yeah, in a way, it's new.
Yeah.
It's hard to explain. Honestly, you just have to watch him do it. It's
Watch it. I do watch it.
It's like Alisson,
I
but
get what
in Africa.
I get what you're saying, but
It's like Alisson but in Africa, exactly.
unajua
That's
Kenya unasema ya
perfect.
Courtois ni nani?
Bro, you need to watch other leagues, man.
Courtois was literally how Courtois is with his feet is literally how Czech was with his feet at Chelsea before he came to Arsenal.
Yeah,
like
wow.
before the injury. He was able to pass it out, was
No,
able
he
to
wasn't.
blast it out.
Czech has always been a very traditional.
Nah, he was traditional, same as Courtois is traditional in terms of he does what he does completely well.
No.
But when it comes
sweeper
to
keeper.
yeah, when it comes to that distribution shit, they were able to
Not
do it
necessarily
at a point.
distribution, but those small passes. Forget about those long passes. Anyone can do that. You can just close your eyes and shoot.
I see, not anyone, bro.
Maybe not the guy, but
He did it in preseason.
Did what?
Katoka.
No, he did one in preseason and
It
he
worked,
scored a
man.
goal
United
against.
guys were
You see,
wanking all
one.
over this shit, man.
Come on, bro.
One.
Wallah, you sent it to me, bro.
Nah, bro.
You
I
sent it
didn't
to me on DM.
Nah, you sent it to me, man. You were wanking over us, bro. Come on, man.
Wow. No Saliba here now.
You're the one key.
You're Saliba, so he's the one.
Whoever that player is, by the way.
It's Genduzi, man.
Proper.
But you know, even that guy once he was in an interview and he was asked if he's played any other positions, and he said he used to be a central midfielder, man. The hair. That he's very good with his feet.
Lies.
Primo alikuwa anachezeshwa
Alikuwa
CDM
anasema
tackle buda.
Ndio kazi yake, bro.
Ah.
Anafunga, alafu, hey.
Tackle.
But yo, Kyari, outside of outside of the United fans, I want to ask you honestly,
Yeah.
banter aside, so just like you said, the way you start the season doesn't dictate how you finish it.
Yeah.
Arsenal finished 5th from 20th, right?
Yeah.
Do you see United finishing anything close to 5th? Honestly,
No.
new manager.
We didn't do
guys,
we didn't do our
that's
predictions,
terrible.
but if we did our predictions, I'll have given you have United placing 6th, and it's just because cream always rises to the top, so they will definitely rise above West Ham. But anything past that now is a stretch, because they're not a better team than Arsenal, they're not a better team than Chelsea, they're not a better team than Spurs or Liverpool or City. So it's
even West Ham have started slow, but at this point in time with Skamaka and all these guys, they've
nah, bro. Quality wise, even if you do go,
if I'm not wrong.
yeah, but whichever way, if you do go down quality wise, as much as that's why you said minus the banter, yeah. As much as we banter the Sanchos of this world, as much as I keep on saying how Bruno is ass, whatever, none of those guys wouldn't start for West Ham. So it's just West Ham don't
You're
have
talking bullshit now.
Now
Listen,
wouldn't.
all in all, no.
Wouldn't. Kwani uelewi nini? Umeruka tu.
None of those guys.
They would start.
Oh, okay.
They would start.
It was opaque. It was a bit opaque.
Yeah, so I guess they're a better team than that, but I have them placing 6th without any banter
Yeah, I'll
attached to
take
it.
it, man.
Because I don't see how many goals they have
Wallahi, I'll
up
take
front.
it.
How many goals do you guys have?
Right now,
Would you consider? Because Ronaldo is not going to bang like
Ronaldo
last
is
season.
bouncing, bro. We're selling him to Saudi.
Forget about listen.
Saudi
wait.
Arabia.
Omonge yako. You're talking a lot of nonsense.
We're selling
Listen.
him to your uncles, man. Approve it, bro.
Hey.
Yeah.
Naim, I think this is the best thing ever.
Yeah.
We've lost the first 2 games.
Ever.
Well,
So now-
in mid 2000s.
So now, can you shut up?
Yeah, I need to be convinced, guys. Huh?
Listen, we needed this crisis
So
they
they
For-
signed Mateus Cunha.
so that we can get the players that we want. Remember, we have 2 weeks.
Yeah, we have
Naim.
2 weeks.
We have 2 weeks.
Yep.
So we need like what
5.
6-7 transfers.
Some would
It's
say
possible.
10. Some would say
Naim,
10, but
forget all the Champions League winning seasons you've been part of. Forget all the Premier League winning seasons you've been part of. Saddam has said it
I'm
clearly.
so depressed,
This is the
man.
best
Why did you
thing
have to do
ever.
that?
No,
Okay,
we
wait.
need.
So embrace
No,
the L's.
actually,
So now wait.
like
Embrace
what he's
the
saying.
L's, bro.
So what Saddam is saying is
You can't sign
That's
6
your
players.
best case scenario.
we're
Don't
already
wait.
last. We
Do
can't
you know-
be
Any
Zoom,
worse.
worse than last.
You can't go lower
Naim.
than bottom.
Saddam,
it's
Zoom,
up, only way up
Zoom
now.
can give you this explanation when Arsenal didn't sign a player during the summer. And then...
Better check.
Not
You
the
signed
check
better
one,
check.
not the check one, the Ateta one. I remember the Ateta one and the Matisaka one because this was the build What happened was the season started, yeah? Aston Villa
8-2.
beat Arsenal 3-1.
Yeah, then 8-2.
Then, I don't know, there was another loss in between. Then United came with a quick 8-2. Then the alarm bells rang.
That was a
And then-
long,
and then
that
guys
was
were
a
like-
long 8-2, bro. That
yeah,
wasn't
you
quick,
see
bro.
the guys, same way you just said, we need 6-7
It wasn't
players.
quick, man.
Wenger said, we need 6-7 players. He went and got us those 6-7 players.
Yeah, and
towards
only
the
2
end of
work.
the season.
Only 2 work.
Andre Santos,
Failed.
Paul Mertesacker, Mikel Arteta,
Yossi
and
Benayoun.
Yossi Benayoun. Those are the
And,
guys you can
Park
be
Chu-young.
and Park Chu-young. Those are the guys you can be able to get during the last.
No.
No, and let's be honest, Sawa. Right now, they're being linked to Mateus Cunha. I asked Naim on the way here, who's that guy? He's like, I didn't know him.
Me
Until I
no
saw
one.
on
You
Twitter.
don't need to know them.
Nimemwona national team ya Brazil though.
He's Brazilian.
Cunha.
Cunha,
Yeah.
Mateus Cunha. He
Yeah.
told me he was Portuguese, bro. Same thing, huh?
The
Just,
speak
you know,
Portuguese.
potato, man.
They speak Portuguese.
So,
Potato,
listen,
potato,
and then
bro.
I found out he plays for Atletico Madrid. I was like, what? All these Champions League games we've watched of Atletico Madrid, we've never seen him.
Yeah, the striker.
Has he ever made an impact? He's a bit part player, let's be honest, right? The point is, they couldn't get strikers that they wanted. Now they have to do a similar kind of thing to what Arsene Wenger went through.
Wenger went
Wait.
with coins. We're going with notes.
Wait, let me finish.
Inflation, Buddha.
So-
Saizo notes
So just to latch on to that point that you made about them finishing 6th, right? Arsenal went through what they went through, right? In the first 3 games, whether you guys like it or not, they had COVID to their first 11. They had injuries.
Yeah.
Okay? United had their first 11. And in that summer and the January transfer window before that, they'd already started processes behind the scenes in the back end, in the coaching staff, all that stuff, right? To get the team ready for the new season,
Yeah.
right? United haven't started those processes. They don't have a
How do you know
technical
we haven't
director.
started?
You haven't.
How do you know
Myrtle.
haven't?
Who's Myrtle?
See, the guy who's running
What
around and making deals.
Yeah, okay.
Jamona Barcelona juzi.
For real,
Who was he
He
trying
was
to
in
sign?
Barcelona.
What was he doing?
She's doing football business, man.
All right, fair enough. They still haven't let go of any of the deadwood, right? And in my opinion, because of the stuff that it hasn't happened back end that you haven't read on Athletic or none of the major United reporters have spoken about.
So how do you know it's there?
It's-
It's not there, bro. If you've
This-
not
is
read
this-
it,
is this
if
like
you've
an
not-
atheist
nah,
thing?
If you've not read it,
Just because he didn't prove God isn't there,
Wallahi.
how do you know he's not there?
Wallahi, bro.
Nah. So my point is,
You're going off conjecture,
Gary.
man. He just told
My
this guy
point
not
is-
to go on conjecture.
point
He's
is,
going on conjecture.
I actually
What
think
is
they'll
conjecture?
finish.
Ifs and buts.
Oh.
Hata hajasoma. What he's telling us is not read. It's not even on
I'll
that
just finish my
level.
points.
What's the point yake alafu tujue conjunction.
Ah, tukipara,
I'll just-
wanatuzungusha.
Come on.
Kama Ten Hag.
So my point is, because they haven't started those back end processes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mwongea comes to IT. The back
no.
end.
I don't leave
Haram,
it.
haram, haram.
So
He's a coder.
So
He's a
now, listen. So now, because they haven't done those things, we're gonna see them delay that
Because of the back end.
because of the back end processes. Because they haven't done those things, it's gonna be more like 7th, 8th, 9th.
Yeah.
And my point is, you see, like whether you like it or not, Ben White is a success story at Arsenal so far. Rambo, so is he. Martin Odegaard, so is he. Tomiyasu, so is he. Okay, they're good players.
And
They're
Tomiyasu is
players.
always
They're not good.
injured,
They're not-
man.
They are slightly above average.
They're very good players.
Slightly above
Okay?
average.
Three of them.
No,
Tomiyasu
no, no, no.
is
Tomiyasu
still.
is always
Tomiyasu is
Tomiyasu
still.
is
He had an
not a
injury
good
blighted
no,
season,
no,
but
He's
when he
always
was
injured,
playing,
man.
but when
Him
he
and
was
Varane,
playing,
they share the same.
but when he was
Ben
playing,
White has 6-7 good games.
listen. So the
Five
point
of
is,
them he
they're
was on his
success
ass,
stories
bro, defending.
within the scope of Arsenal. They're success stories because what did we have before? Shkodran Mustafi,
World Cup winner.
Kama Rabiot, Liga winners, ndio.
Rabiot pia ameshinda World Cup.
Ameshinda World Cup pia, yeah.
You're mixing.
So the point is, like they've
I
done,
haven't forgot
like
about that
at
story.
Arsenal, they were good players for us. They were good additions, right? You're still depending on Lisandro Martinez to be a good addition. You're still depending on
He's
who
a
else
good
did you
addition.
guys
We
sign?
can
2
see.
games in, man.
Malacia, who's still young.
A very good player.
Expectations are
Bro,
high, but
Zoom, let me stop
and
you
then,
there.
and then wait. They still need to get rid of the toxicity in the club because these guys still have got Ronaldo, right? They
Phil
still have the
Jones.
situation that's
Phil
happening
Jones.
with Maguire.
Which situation?
But Zoom unajua mbona nasema
He's your
let me just
captain.
stop
Oh, yeah,
you.
and people don't want
That's
him
a
to be
situation.
captain. People don't want
That's
him
a
to be captain.
situation.
Zoom, let me
Yeah.
just stop you there because there's certain similarities between the two clubs, between Arsenal and United. And what United are going through right now is even more comparable to you guys last year with the processes. Because Martinez has been bought. This is generally what Ben White seemed like a failure after the first 3 games because he played the first game, didn't he?
And he got bossed
And then
by
he got
Lukaku.
bossed
He was
by
eating grass.
Tony, who caused
And by Lukaku. And Ronaldo.
Yeah, so the first game-
Ronaldo-
He
He didn't play the second game.
Yeah, he played the first game.
He played the first game and then Man City.
Yeah, so
Oh,
things
yeah.
weren't looking rosy from his side at that point. Ben White slander was all over. Martinez is still in the same boat. The captain bit, Aubameyang, you guys wanted him out. This guy
No, but not at that point. Not at that point.
You guys
Not at
still,
the beginning.
yeah,
Not
but
at the
even
beginning.
even at that point, there was still a bit
No,
of
we
friction.
always questions his captaincy. Like we
Yeah,
knew
there was
he
a
was
bit
a
of-
captain, but he was never a leader on the pitch.
Yeah, I remember
That
those
was that
tweets.
what we used
There
to.
was
I remember
also an
those
issue.
tweets
There was also
during
an
the
issue
World
with
Cup. He was weird.
yeah.
He
There was a
weird.
bit of friction with Arteta even before.
But see, the thing is, this
No.
is different because
Well, yeah. In a sense, you're right because as we've seen with the All or Nothing documentary, he was late and he had some serious misdemeanors.
Yeah.
Right. And this guy, it got to the point where a guy is keeping an Excel sheet, a dossier, of those things. So yeah, in a sense, I agree. Right?
That's why
Were
I'm
there
relating it
cartoons
to
on
this
those?
guys because CR7
Were
on
there any
the-
cartoons on
CR7
that Excel
for you
sheet?
guys.
Who am I for?
Wait.
That's why I'm relating it to this guys because CR7 for this guys, CR7 will still bang goals for them
back to
if he
that,
stays. But for the good of the team, they need to get rid of
That's
him.
not, yeah.
Coming back to that one.
Aubameyang was banging goals, but he was still.
No, he
Yeah,
wasn't.
it's for the good.
Aubameyang didn't even have the same output Roro has.
Yeah.
Aubameyang wasn't doing
Aubameyang
enough.
has 7
He
goals.
wasn't doing nearly enough.
Name- for Arsenal fans, we've had this question.
Maguire had more shots on target in January
Yeah.
by January than Aubameyang had.
Yeah, but this
So
is
that's way late.
No. By November,
by
he was struggling
August
for
to
form
January.
because we played our first Carling Cup game, Carabao Cup
After he
game.
signed the thing.
No.
West Brom, I remember
West
was the
Brom,
first goal
he
he
banged
scored,
3 goals.
and it was a deflection, one of the
he
first
banged
one.
3 goals, and that was just a little under half of his total tally for the season, 7
yeah.
in 6 months before we let him go eventually. You get what I mean? So for me, because of those processes have been set, I really don't see them moving and having that run of really, really good form, especially with a World Cup year to consider, and especially with the scouting staff around their club. Because think about it, these guys are grossly overpaying for players, and they're now. I think the best way you can describe their scouting
It's
staff.
not scouting, bro.
Scouting staff
It's acquisition.
is reactive.
No. It's
It's
not
reactive.
scouting.
I
It's not the
agree.
scouting. It's not the scouting.
It's
It's not the
reactive.
scouting.
No, but before it goes to acquisition name, it has to go through
It's-
scouting.
It's not the scouting.
Why not?
It's
What,
the whole.
what
it's-
happens with clubs like even Chelsea?
Oh my days.
It's a list. It's
Yeah,
like
it's
yo,
a list. It's a list. So the scouts have done their work. Even Benjamin Sesko was scouted when he was still worth 3M, and when he was worth 3M, they said it's too expensive.
Okay,
Yeah.
so then where do the names?
It's the acquisition part that's failing.
But okay,
United.
then explain to me
We
where
don't
the
know how
names
to
of
do-
Mateus Cunha
we don't know
and
how to
Adrian
do
Sawa.
the
Explain to me
Ah.
where Arnautovic, Adrian Rabiot, and Mateus Cunha, these kind of names get propped up from. Where do they come from?
Because all the other targets that we might have been on that list have already been
Are you
taken.
saying
have already been
Arnautovic is on the
purchased.
list?
No, he's
Are
not
you
on
saying
the list.
initially Arnautovic was on
Arnautovic
the
is a
list?
reactionary
See, that's
link
what I mean.
because the coach is like, this guy's acquisition is so bad, we're just gonna go for what I know. That's what he said.
I still think Ten Hag wanted
if I'm being
specific
No,
players.
I'm serious. It's not the scouting,
I
it's
know-
the
I know you're
acquisition.
serious. I don't think you're taking the piss.
It's the acquisition
I just
part.
don't think you're
And
minimizing
this
the
is
effect.
from the Athletic.
I know, but you're minimizing
from
the
the Athletic.
impact
This is
or the
information.
influence of the scouting system you guys have, and you're pretending like it's just Eric Ten Hag names.
So-
If it is just
No,
Eric
no,
Ten
no,
Hag
no,
names,
you see what-
then that's even more worrying.
I'm
See what
saying
their
the
scouting
issue
does?
is
What their scouting does, that's Kina Ganacho, that's Kina Ahmad. Those are guys, we've brought them in because of the talent we've spotted.
what I'm telling you right
with
now. guys.
purchases, what I've seen with the big teams is you write a list, you go for the players on that list. If they're unavailable, then you start reacting to who's available in the market.
That's what's happening.
Who's performed
right
in
now.
the Prem, who's done this. That's where you start working it from. Your scouting department, on the other hand, has gone,
But
done
what
their
I'm-
research, brought you the
But
players.
what I'm saying is, this is factual information from the Athletic. A credible source has maintained that United scouting is not the issue. We've targeted many of these players. Alvarez, the kid, targeted a while back. It's the acquisition part because there's so many processes between the scouting department and by the time the guy is signed, that's what we need to sort out. The acquisition. We don't know how to acquire players at a fair price, first of all, because everywhere we go, guys want to hike up the price.
We
don't move
not a
quick.
bad
We don't.
thing.
Nah, we don't
You
move
can't-
quick enough.
You can't blame us.
We don't move
Being
quick
of a
enough
client.
on target.
Reputation.
It's
Nah,
we're a
nah,
big
nah,
team.
nah.
Me, I don't want Stacky price Mojan or whatever Arsenal are wanting. Come on.
There's value, bro.
We
even
are-
even
we are-
Lisandro
no.
Martinez, according to the Athletic
I don't mind
podcast that
paying-
I even listened to today, the guy said we overpaid.
I don't mind paying
And
extra.
that's factual.
I don't mind paying extra.
I'm just
Because
we are
saying.
a big
I'm
club.
just saying, bro.
Name, but that's analysis. This is
When
banter.
someone,
Club
yeah,
Kubwa
okay, anyway, but
Mtalibags.
when you're trying to change like your
We don't want to change that.
your way of doing business,
Listen, we've been breaking
you don't
records.
want to keep breaking records
No.
for fucking Maguires, man.
We've been breaking records since Verona.
or Mini Maguires.
Since
or
Ferdinand.
mini Maguires, bro.
Listen, that's not the problem.
You guys still have the most expensive defender in the world.
imechangiwa.
Saini nani?
Ni nani?
Oh. Wait,
All right, so I just want to ask. I just want to ask a serious.
Koulibaly.
Koulibaly's. Listen, I want to ask a serious question, right? And this is to United fans. So name, is making. I can. You sure?
Anza na mimi. Are we making?
All right.
Are we winning the
Was
league?
it a big mistake? Was it a big
Yes.
mistake
No.
letting go of Ragnick the way you guys did?
100%. 100%.
Just,
100%.
yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Because he said things that the board didn't want people to know about. And when you're that bold, and the board is weak, they will let you go because you're ruining it. You're making them look bad.
You see, like that's another thing about the board. It's like why couldn't they just go like, hey, listen, you're right, okay?
Yeah, help
you're
us,
saying all the right
guide
things,
us, guide
but
us.
now we literally hired you as a consultant. So consult us instead of telling all the people our shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, why not actually tell us?
He-
Okay, Alvarez.
They said
sawa.
no. I don't know. Unaelewa wapi?
But what? But
He
why?
went to the board.
They didn't give him a reason.
Wakaenda
but he
akamwambia,
said
listen,
it.
I wanted
Said
wakaambia
no.
no.
As in alisema bedhe
So
hawakumpea
he
reason.
was also frustrated because he was being given a job, come caretaker for the next 6 months. After that, be a consultant for the next 2 years. So obviously by now he knows he's going to be here for the next 2.5 years already.
Yeah.
Why not suggest players?
Exactly.
So he did.
I thought that was the
no.
point. I thought he was not just going to suggest players, Saddam. I thought he was going to suggest even managerial
He did.
profiles.
He was even going to.
Ten Hag, he brought Ten Hag.
He's even very good friends with Paul Mitchell, the sporting director
Yeah.
for Monaco. Is it Monaco?
Yeah,
Monaco, yeah.
Monaco.
So
that guy's beef.
So now, if that's the case, right? So recently we saw a disconnect between the board and how real football people see football, right? What makes you think, or at least be optimistic in some way, that they're gonna do right by Erik ten Hag? Because they haven't done right by
You can
anyone
only hope.
from David Moyes' times.
Bro,
Louis van Gaal had players
Yeah.
he wanted
United
that they didn't
didn't
sign.
get.
What
Yeah.
United
But
situation?
Jose
Same
Mourinho,
thing.
OGS apparently, even OGS.
Yeah, he was alinyang'anywa so many players.
Now,
He
so
wanted
unaona
so
shida
many
ya
players he
OGS.
couldn't get.
Unaona shida ya OGS kwa company, man. That's where all these problems comes. This is where everything stemmed from, because Mourinho left that job because of refusing to be a company man.
And that's what I hope Ten Hag becomes. I want him to stand his ground. Like, listen, this is what I wanted. Omjanipatia, I'm bouncing.
I saw
Fine, maybe it's an opinion, but from what I've seen, even with his interviews, that's Ten Hag.
I saw a tweet
Ten Hag,
today.
if Ten Hag doesn't get what he wants, he'll tell the media and he'll tell the fans, like, yo,
I saw a tweet today
we don't
that
have
said,
quality.
I saw a tweet that said right now he's patient because he still hasn't gotten what he wanted, but if it continues like this, he's going to ask
Like
to
you
step
don't-
down.
Yeah,
Like you don't see him going beyond January. do
His
you?
reputation is on
it'll
the line
spoil
as
his
well, man.
reputation.
Yeah.
He has 2 weeks remaining, and I think he has January. If he doesn't get whoever he wants between the remaining time and January, I think it's just right he bounces. And so that people can actually see the problem. We've changed managers, we've got new players, but nothing's happening. So
And
problem
also
is
the
that
players, some of the players that you're targeting are sus as shit, man. Like I was arguing with some guy on Twitter, not arguing, just debating. Naeem was arguing. He even blocked him.
Let's ingia kwa roho.
I won't say alikuwa
but like,
ananiletea
it got to
links
the
za
point-
Wikipedia.
Let's ingia
Stats
kwa
za
roho.
Wikipedia.
It got to the point where I was like, yes, you're right. Adrian Rabiot would be a great signing, but obviously I've got that look in my eye.
Mama's boy.
Like, let it happen, because that's what I want to see. Those are the kind of signings I want to see
I don't think
United
that's
go
a- I
through,
don't think those
because
are-
that's going to be a
Bro,
disaster.
if your
those
team-
are not Ten Hag signings.
Bro, if
We
your
have to be
team,
honest.
if your team is a serious team in the world right now, your team will not sign a young French talent. It has to be someone like Saliba who's come from unknown places. But if you're signing this Barcelona, Real Madrid, PSG, these two young talents, you're in for
But now
a
Adrian
shock.
Rabiot is like 27, no?
Yeah, as in anyone
he's
who's
always just been like an inessential player. Like when we watch PSG in the Champions League, guys, I know nobody watches Ligue 1, right?
Yeah.
Or when we
I
watch,
do
you watch Ligue 1?
have to, man.
Or Messi?
Yeah.
So damn, you watch Serie A, right? Is Rabiot a main feature in the Juventus team? Is he
Apart from
is
the
he one
goal-
of the influencers of that
I
team?
don't think so. Apart from
Yeah.
the goal he scored against us, which was, I think,
Annoying.
it was a good goal, but it was like a once in a while.
Yeah, once in a while. The guy has, I think the guy had,
Scott McTominay has
10
better
goals.
stats than him.
I think he had 10 goals between his second season in PSG and his second season in Juve.
But
I say the second season in Juve because
even
that's when
unfair.
they won the
That's
league.
even unfair because we don't get Rabiot to get goals.
Huh?
He's not. We don't get him to get goals.
No, goal contribution, so goals, assists.
Yeah, there's way more things.
Chances
His role-
created.
His role is way more than goals and assists.
But he's not even a better
And
ball progressor.
I agree with all of that.
Even a
He's-
better passer, ball
Out
carrier
of
than
goals,
Scott
even if he was
McTominay.
scoring goals, I think
Kona
he's
nywele.
he's not a
He's not a good signing. He's a
Kuna
shit
Nywele
signing.
Buddha.
I hope he happens.
And
it
he
looks
wants,
like he will.
he wants
happen.
200K a week, man.
And the messed
Now
up
that's
bit.
going to be another deadwood we're going to be stuck
we
with
moved
for
to Man
5
City
years.
and
bro.
rap.
Hiyo ndio
No, we
hapa
moved
hiyo
to
ndio
Arsenal.
part nasema signing bad people. Unaona sasa signing people whose moms are their agents.
Yeah, wallahi.
Mama wako kwanza alitetesha.
Except Gabriel Jesus.
Folks wa Pogba vibaya sana.
Na Mbappe pia.
Na Mbappe. Fine, I get why because nimeona Mbappe juzi. Mbappe hata angekuja kwetu angecheza. That kid.
Well, it's true. No,
Aye.
seriously. I saw
His
that
head,
tweet.
yeah, his
I saw
head
that
is
tweet.
crazy.
By January, if that had happened, by
Aye.
January he's gone.
He's gone.
Klopp can't take that shit.
He does that for Pep
Most-
or Klopp
most
or even
serious
Arteta.
clubs.
Yeah.
Even at
Even
Bayern
Arteta,
Munich.
wallahi, Arteta would
Even
be
at
like,
Bayern
nah.
Munich, man, they wouldn't take that shit.
So anyway, let's move on to
United
another
will give him
another
Ole
fantastic
would love
striker.
it. Ole would give him another contract.
Captain.
Inject 6 years up. Tio miaka sita.
So Arsenal's.
Yeah.
Arsenal.
What about Arsenal?
What about them?
You've won 2 games.
We're the only other team with Man City with a 100% record.
So,
That's beef.
Haina shida buda.
Sawa.
Vitu riko
How are you guys feeling about Jesus?
He's
Because
chilling, he's
no,
chilling.
wait. Because you guys all had opinions.
He's chilling, man.
I
It's
am-
cool, man.
Huh?
He's a good player.
A very good player.
He's a good player.
Do you think he could be one of the top scorers this season?
He's paid millions every week, so he should.
For your
have to get
for
him.
your team,
He's paid less
The
than
least,
David
the
De Gea.
least he can
Can you
do
share
is
this?
cut his
He's paid
score.
less than David De Gea and Harry Maguire.
Yeah, but he's a striker. That's why he gets more goals. He has more goals than De Gea,
But he's
obviously.
paid less than David De Gea.
Yeah,
Okay, so what's your point about the salary then?
he should score goals. That's why he's paid for. So
Okay,
what?
surely. I mean, by your logic, he should be paid over 400. But so, how are you feeling about Jesus in the first 2 performances preseason?
Jesus is good for you guys, man. As in, he's good for.
He's found his level.
Yeah, he's found
Aha.
found teammates who are around his level. He's able to start
Club
every game.
Expectations your club needs just
He's-
get to 4. So there's no pressure.
Angojewi apart about 25. You guys only need like 18, 17
So
from
you
him.
can guarantee your top 6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
And
gotta-
I think he's finally the star of a team.
Yeah, which he
Finally.
needed.
In Brazil, he's
yeah.
not the star. When in City, he wasn't the star. Here, he can be the star.
Yeah.
When he's playing with guys like Martinelli and
Martinelli was
It's
better
easy.
than Rashford.
you know what I'm saying.
Martinelli was better than Rashford.
When is he better than Rashford?
Please.
I actually agree he's better than Rashford.
Zemi hapo-
Who are you, bro?
He tried doing the
I'm
agenda
looking
thing. He tried doing the agenda thing.
Wallahi.
He
I'm
didn't follow
looking
the
at you,
script.
Fuad.
He didn't follow the script.
Wallahi.
I even gave you the look.
I saw it. I saw the look.
And he ignored
I
it.
am not lying in Uru's government.
I see, but it's Missy, sijui, I don't know the excitement levels I see Arsenal fans have and the regression to norm that I'm expecting. Naona tu itarudi tu kawaida because you guys have the same issue every single year. You're never able to beat any top 6 team. You're never
That's not
able,
true.
as in beat them.
No, that's
Ile-
not true though.
Fine,
Che-
beat
okay,
Chapa
Chelsea. Okay, then.
Sawa,
We beat
mnapiganga
Chelsea, Spurs, and United.
Mnapiganga Chelsea.
We beat Chelsea, Spurs, and United.
Sawa, you have a problem.
Every single season.
Huh?
Every single season
How
we
is
beat
it every
them.
single season?
Count.
We beat you
Open
last
the
season.
fucking thing.
You
We
guys
beat you
just
last
started
season.
And
beating
we also
United.
beat you guys.
You literally just started beating
Arteta
United
had never
2 years
lost.
back.
No, Arteta had never lost.
Against Arsenal. We just never won against
Yeah.
And I said, man, this guys, see, they never won a 20 for like 20 years or some shit like that.
That's true.
Not 20 years. It was 14. It was 14, please. Let's not get it twisted.
I guess.
No,
I
but
guess.
we've beaten Chelsea so many times at home.
No, but what I think-
and away.
What I think Yari is saying is, before when Arsene Wenger was coach and managing Arsenal, you guys used to start the season hot, and then by like November, December, January, like winter time,
Yeah.
you guys usually fall off.
Okay, but
so
why
wait,
would you?
let me finish.
Okay,
So
no
for me personally, my feet are on the ground in terms of Arsenal, but you guys look good. You guys look like a good unit. I like Saliba at the back, and I like Jesus at the front. Yeah, but
about
until
Martinelli?
but until we get to like November,
No, but that's
because
unfair.
I know the classic Arsenal.
Yeah, but that's
And there
unfair.
was always hype
Nah.
until a certain point, and then
Zoom.
it starts.
No, I
coming
have my
apart.
reasons why
Zoom,
that's
that's
unfair.
why
It
That's what I'm
usually,
saying, that's
it
what-
usually
that's what I'm
used to
saying.
come apart because of injuries.
What Naim
or
is saying
something, or
makes
too
sense.
many
It's-
games in one
It
week.
might be unfair from your perspective,
Huh.
but history, you see the same way in terms
History
of
repeats itself. I
history
get it.
repeats
Yeah,
itself,
yeah, yeah.
and until it shows you something different,
No.
you have to believe what you've seen.
No,
Yeah.
fair enough. I mean, you guys can be on the fence, but I'm very excited. I think we can be a dark
You
horse.
should be excited because
should
I've
be.
given you
Yo,
a
I
head
think-
start.
Wait, hold on. Let me finish.
And Naim hasn't even lied. You guys, your way of playing for me,
It's
is
back.
better than
It's
City.
back. It's back.
I prefer watching you guys play
It's
than City.
back.
Just because of I'm not.
Guys, it's back.
I'm
I don't know what
I'm
you
not
guys are
capping.
saying.
I'm
The
not.
football is back, and the thing is, Kiarie, in comparison to Arsene Wenger times, we didn't have the squad depth in so many seasons, and even last season we didn't have squad depth, right? And then in crucial games, when you still have to risk it a little bit and play Nuno Tavares, and then he gives the ball away straight to Jota,
Yeah.
you know, at
We're
Anfield,
banging.
or has a shocker against Nottingham Forest in the FA Cup, you know, like you have those kind of games because you have a lot of inexperienced players, but now you
How's
have
the squad
proven
depth?
winners.
How's the squad
It's
depth now?
fantastic.
What happens if Jesus gets
Because
injured,
let me
bro?
tell you why. We have different profiles for different positions.
Get ya.
We haven't kept you.
Bro, as in no. Sasa, that's up on the argument, Iko.
But Kiari,
the minute you
I'll be
move
honest.
from
Wait.
the minute you move from Jesus to Nketiah,
Wait,
you're
Kiari,
not a top 40.
Let me finish. Let me finish. I used to be, ask Naeem, I used to be the biggest hater of Nketiah.
Yeah.
Biggest hater. I was like, nah, right off, completely. This is never going to work. But Arteta's worked with him to the point where now he offers the same energy as Jesus. Not as much technical security, but he does drop deep, hold the ball up well, and he's become a poaching striker. So for him, as a backup striker, in case there's an injury, he can hold the fort down for a few games. But we've shown that we have goals outside of our striker, Martinelli, even Xhaka now. Fucking hell, Xhaka.
Enjoy,
Xhaka always has
enjoy
2-3
your honeymoon. Enjoy your
No,
honeymoon.
He always has 2-3 goals a season.
Xhaka never makes this many forward runs.
Enjoy your honeymoon, bro.
Xhaka never makes this many forward runs, and that's because of Arteta's tactics.
Which is why now I'm talking about the return to the norm, because you see even with the squad depth, Partey gets injured as deep as you are in that CDM
Elneny
role.
ako hapo.
Ni Elneny ama Lokonga ama
No,
one of
there's
them guys.
Xhaka. There's Xhaka to play that holding midfield role because we also have Fabio Vieira who can play the left eight.
Untested.
We have Emil Smith Rowe.
Untested.
You
to
can't
come.
go out of Vieira here.
We have
Untested.
Emil Smith Rowe, right, to come in. We have who are these guys? Edin Nketiah and
You've
essentially-
said
Idep-
Edin Nketiah
Idep-
3
Idep-
times.
we have KT at the back. We have KT at the back. That's our
You
midfield.
said
Depth
Edin
yenyu
Nketiah 3 times,
inagive
man.
ile depth ya deep state.
Listen, wait.
Same. Hapana, hii depth ya wi. Hapana, because
No, honestly, man.
how
I
is your
think-
depth? How is your depth Lokonga, Elneny, Nketiah, Holding bado wako? Holding.
But he's not
Chambers.
he's
Chambers ako Aston Villa.
No, our three main centre backs are Ben White, Gabriel, and Saliba.
Your three
And then
main-
at right back, our depth is Tomiyasu, Ben White, and then Cedric. At left back, we have KT and Zinchenko.
Yeah.
Holding midfield, we have Partey. That's the only real issue, right? But at Xhaka, like in the Xhaka role, we have Fabio Vieira.
Untested.
And
underweight.
Untested, he had a fantastic
underweight
game
as
against
well.
Liverpool in the Champions League.
Underweight.
And
Aye.
Underweight as well. Just
Champions
Champions
League,
League.
Champions League,
Even
he was fantastic.
even
But
Sancho banged against Barca in Champions League, but you know, anyway,
Where's
we
he now?
move.
Now
Where's he now?
Vieira,
Exactly.
Fine,
But he's not
Vieira
technically
is
gifted.
untested.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Fabio Vieira is underweight, bro.
Zoom, we move on.
We move on, bro.
Untested.
All I'm saying now is this is my prediction. I believe Arsenal will finish third. You can quote me on that. And I think
The
we're
same
going to
way
be
you said Rafinha's coming?
Who?
Uh,
Who's coming?
Rafinha.
Ooh,
Is
we.
it
No,
the
it's
same,
not-
the
Remember
same
when
way?
you said, ooh, we.
Rafinha, man.
I said, oof.
Rafinha, man.
The best part is Chelsea fans laugh.
We're giving
and
him
then it
like
happened to
5
them as well.
years. We're giving like a 5-year contract. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, bro.
230k, 230k. Fantastic, man.
Baller. Alafu akamaliza na baller.
Hey,
Baller. He is a baller, though. Everything we said is
hata nilisikia
fantastic.
vibaya sikukuja hiyo episode ya wiki. Zoom pale Twitter. Sijaisahau. Niliamka nijua mjasoma you guys haven't read
The
Athletic.
Athletic.
You
For a
don't
long
know.
time. For a long time.
You don't know.
For a long time.
This guys yana ulituambia sisi wenye hatuna hiyo subscription hatujui
This
Rafinha
guy is
ameshasign
Edu's,
hii
this guy is
kitu.
Edu's nephew. It's Edu's nephew. Oof.
Anyway,
Rafinha, man.
Edu and his
think-
mom go
I
way
think we're
back.
going to finish above Chelsea, above Spurs, possibly above Liverpool because we already have a lead against them.
Okay, let me ask you a question. Just
Hold on,
before-
hold on, let me
ukisimama tu
finish.
hapo.
Oh yeah, I guess United doesn't matter.
Are you
Go
guys
ahead,
better?
sorry.
Are you guys better than Spurs or Chelsea?
I believe so.
Player for player, squad by squad.
I
You-
believe so.
Fine. Let me just
I believe so.
argument.
I
construction.
I
What
disagree.
what is
Yeah, we
Spurs'
can-
team?
we
What
can-
is
we
Spurs'
can go
team?
down that.
It's a
Can-
fucking robot. It's a
Spurs
bunch
team.
of robots.
I take
then
Spurs. I take the left back.
Who?
I'll
Doherty.
take Regulon.
Ben Davis.
Take Regulon.
Regulon doesn't start, bro.
Yeah,
What are you
Yes,
saying?
he
Over
wasn't.
who?
He wasn't even
That's
registered.
Zinchenko.
Sessegnon, bro.
Akikosa-
Regulon wasn't
Over
registered.
Zinchenko.
Huh?
Over
Wasn't
Zinchenko.
registered.
He's not there, bro.
Regulon is a baller.
He wasn't-
whichever
Over
way.
Zinchenko.
He doesn't play.
Zini.
Zinky Winky.
Yeah, over Zinky Winky.
Bro, you're crazy. Zinky Winky.
So-
4-time Premier League champion.
Over
So I'll
Tierney.
take Romero. I'll take Romero over Gabriel, but
Over
I'll
Gabriel.
take Saliba.
Oh, subhanallah.
I'll take
This is
Saliba.
the agenda you're gonna
I
join.
thought this was a serious
I'll take
agenda.
Saliba. Bro, I'll take Romero.
I
over-
agree.
I'll take
Romero.
Saliba and
Over-
Romero.
Yeah.
Saliba for and
Romero over Gabriel Magalhaes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like that.
Right back
Loris over Ramsdale.
Zizi hapo sasa hata watu wawili hapo tunaweza cheza rush keeper. Tunaweza cheza rush keeper.
But how are you gonna say the first 11?
Right back
considering we
sijui.
play a
Sasa tukienda
back four?
midfield.
Ah,
Hoiberg
over
at that
Partey.
role. Hoiberg
Over-
Partey.
over-
Yeah, I agree.
Hoiberg Partey, I'll take any both at equal level.
No, kuwa na msimamo.
Sawa basi
Kuwa na
nachukua
msimamo.
Hoiberg. Anajua
Yes.
kucheza
For your
CDM.
agenda, for your
Hapana
agenda.
anajua kucheza CDM
It's facts,
better.
walai.
So
Hoiberg over Partey.
hapana sasa
Leave
ni-
a
nani-
like,
nani
leave a
mwingine
like.
mid?
Bentancur
Bentancur
over Xhaka anytime.
Bentancur over Xhaka.
Obvious.
If you won't take Bentancur,
I'm not doing that.
the third guy sijui msi wa tatu.
Martin Odegaard.
It's Odegaard versus.
They have a back 5-2-3, right?
Yeah.
And we have a 4-2-3.
Yeah, so no, the front three. I take the front three over your whole front three.
Our front three is currently leading in goals.
That's not a problem. So you want to say your front three is better than Kane, Son, and Kulusevski?
Not yet. But this season they can
No,
prove to
I'll take Saka over Kulusevski.
I'll take Saka.
I'm not taking Xhaka over Kulusevski
Sawa,
because
sawa,
now
sawa.
reason why I argue
Kulusevski
that
is
is
an
because
awkward player.
Kulusevski's stats in half a season were better than Xhaka's stats for a whole season.
Why are we calling
In
that
terms
Xhaka?
of assists, in terms of
Saka.
Tell.
Shaka ni nani?
Saka. So what are you doing?
Okay.
Okay. So like I said, you've seen how Tottenham can struggle.
And you're taking
Right?
the manager of.
I am taking definitely Conte over
Fair
Arteta.
Fair enough. I mean,
No, that's a fair point.
That's unnecessary, to be fair. But
It's
but
excessive, huh?
No, wait. I'll take the stadium over Emirates.
I have facts.
no way, that shit is dull.
No,
Huh?
it's not.
No,
the
shit
best
is
stadium
dull.
It's
in
the
West
best
Ham in
stadium
Europe.
in Europe.
In
What
Europe.
makes it the best thing?
'Cause
Because they can host NFL stadium.
Yes.
It can do everything. It does. You can put beers from the bottom. As in, drinks come in from chini. Emirates is on.
Ni mkunazo Liverpool.
Huh? Si kwetu watu wanajenga.
Fuck up. The cop end is the only part that matters.
Si stadium
Shut up.
yetu
The point
inakuanga
is-
vibes.
Okay.
The
Mkono
point
panya.
is, the
Mkono
point
panya.
is, we haven't
mkono
done our
mashimo.
predictions. You guys
Yeah.
have to do predictions.
Yeah, give us your top four prediction.
Here are my top 4 predictions.
Aya, sasa sema.
So-
I'll say 6 so that I include Arsenal, but
Are we saying
Mel
top
say
6 to
8,
include
so I can
United?
include
I don't
United,
reveal
bro.
my joke. I've already said the joke. It was
No, but
good.
seriously.
No.
Wait, what did you say?
I said I'll put my top 6 so I can add Arsenal.
Oh, okay. sorry.
Zuma may repeat the same joke.
I didn't hear it, man. I wasn't
Kauliza, ati, what'd you say?
No, I wasn't listening. So,
man.
so Man City, Liverpool, Arsenal.
Afadhali hivyo uko na heshima. Hapa najua kuna mtu ana heshima. Kuna mtu atatuweka namba 4 hapa. Najua kuna mtu ana heshima.
Bro, you guys are struggling.
Number 4?
Adiambo.
So what did I say? Man City, Liverpool, Arsenal, Chelsea, Spurs, West Ham, United. Top 6, right?
Just how Leicester.
Ah, yeah.
No, but hey, Newcastle though. I said United. I meant Newcastle.
You meant Newcastle United.
Yeah. You guys thought I meant
Hey.
finish it.
Puta.
Yeah, name.
Hey.
City.
Arsenal.
Liverpool. Chelsea. Arsenal. Spurs. United. West Ham.
United is 6th.
Yep.
Kiere, tupe.
Seriously, United 6.
Yeah.
Kiere, tupe.
I'm not gonna say top 4, man.
Yeah, but I thought you'd go like more realistically.
See dreamer.
He's
not a dreamer like that, yeah.
Oh, you're being optimistic.
Yeah, I'm a supporter. I have to
Fair
be
enough,
optimistic, bro.
List ni rahisi. Tai predict tu venye nimepredict every other season without missing. City will win it. That is
So last season you were right about City winning.
And he said everything.
That's purely because atuluzi kitu jo.
They just said a left back.
Nunes. Hiyo ni juu ya Nunes. City will win it. Liverpool finish second, probably like 10 points behind. Then have Spurs coming in third. Now have Chelsea coming in fourth. Arsenal fifth. And United sixth.
So essentially same thing as last season. Okay, very safe. I thought you liked taking risks.
I think Jesus,
The risk here was putting United.
Spurs third.
I think
Yeah.
I think Jesus will get them to top 4. And I just think
I
Tuchel has a bit more quality than Arteta to work with in terms of even just depth and just know-how. The only thing that might fuck him up is and the way they're signing in the market, bro. They're going for players. They might even sign De Jong. So you never know how that team.
De Jong, that makes
Nah, you never know how that
Not
team
not
can
if
go.
he signs De Jong. I figure fine. Kante is done. Kante is done.
No, he had
He's injured.
He's injured.
For
He
like
just,
3
he
months.
just messed up his hamstring this game, and the reason why I'm saying he's done is because Kante can't run for 70 minutes now without getting injured.
That's true. So he doesn't run as much. No.
Yeah.
They made him Kuku Gali too much last season.
So
You know
we'll finish with mine. That's a bad joke.
That's a good joke. Because Chelsea didn't have money, remember? So Kante was cooking ugali, man.
That's horrific, to be honest. That was disgusting. That was the worst joke of the day.
Yeah.
Was it?
Worse than mine.
The show is not over. Kerry still has time, man.
Number 1. I think Spurs are winning the league.
Yo, what's that sound in the background though, for real?
It's the dog in me.
You told me this last time. You banged.
That was a tapping. I was like,
He banged top beans, man. 90th minute, man. Thank you.
number 2 City
Who's number 1?
or Spurs? Number 2 City.
Wenyewe umeanza
Number 3
kuona hii
Chelsea.
league juzi.
Number 3
Chelsea.
Chelsea.
Spurs hawajaishinda kitu.
Yeah, I know. This is Conte.
Ever.
Number 3 Chelsea. Number 4 Arsenal. 5 Liverpool. 6 United.
Si nikwambia kuna watu wana heshima.
And I wish I was joking, but this is gonna be one of the craziest seasons ever.
Okay.
I hope so.
And
It's the same Spurs
funny thing is, it's United will decide who's gonna win the league.
Just like every season.
That's crazy.
Just like every season.
We will bend for Spurs.
That's crazy. That's
We will
crazy.
give them everything.
Bro, you see, you can't
We'll
decide.
bend like Sterling.
You can't
for
decide
Spurs.
who wins the league.
Ayombe will.
Patia.
Whoever say Ayombe with your street.
Tunawarushia. Tunairusha.
So wait, Chelsea Spurs 2-2. One of the biggest games of the weekend. The biggest game of the weekend.
Yeah.
Not the biggest result.
Yo, that referee.
Yes, that's what I wanted to ask. So that we wrap the show.
Omse
Should
namjua
that-
vizuri.
Hata mimi namjua bro. Hata mimi namjua.
Wanda Omse Klopp alikuwa anasema I only have issues with you.
Yeah, even Arteta, see, we had issues with him as well, bro.
We have no problem
Mwende
with him.
mjenge WhatsApp group.
We have no problem with him. We are saying here.
Hi, yo, Marco Correa.
Opaquely.
This is like why I'm saying like sometimes it's better to be bold, man.
Yeah.
Hizi nywele kama mwanamke hivi, like, you know what I mean, like to the ground. No, but nobody wants to foul name here, bro. But now I have ideas. You know what I mean? But that surely that's a red
Tamvuta
card.
nywele 6 shot challenge.
That's a record.
That should have been a red card.
That should have been a red card.
But we need spice.
Did you see Harry
Bro,
Kane?
should have been a red card. The first goal
Harry
should have
Kane.
been offside. As in,
We want spice.
Ini referring
No.
gani?
You see Harry Kane
That's
in the
one of the best
post-match
games.
saying it's always good to score a last-minute winner.
They
In
do.
the post-match, huh? Harry Kane, yeah, he said that.
You said winner.
It's always good, yeah. He said it's always good to get the teams.
But it felt like a point. That's why they got a point. It feels like a win.
Eh, uliona
They won a
Bisuma
point.
hadi ako kwa crowd. Bisuma alikuwa kwa
Yeah,
crowd
they won a
hyping
point.
them
How
up.
much is that?
This
15
is why I'm
minutes.
comparing. This is why I'm comparing. You saw like Crystal Palace and how they reacted to the points against Liverpool.
Yeah.
Compare that to Bissouma with Spurs.
Now you see,
At
like
Chelsea.
Palace.
Which is a harder place to go to and get points? Anfield or Stamford
There was
Bridge?
a red
Nah,
card.
bro,
Come on,
Anfield
what do you
was-
mean? And
Anfield
they
you
kept
had-
behind.
yeah.
They conceded with 10 men.
Anfield, you have to feel disappointed
No.
because you are 1-0 up. The other team got a red card.
You were outplayed.
Yeah. You just have to see it out, and you didn't.
And I think,
That's disgusting.
I think also Vieira, he played for them. You'll never walk alone in training.
Yeah, and this is a derby.
Akakuja na draw.
Hey,
Yeah, Chelsea need derby.
Guys are not picking up, man. We need to
worked,
attack the
no,
all
really.
or nothing documentary, man. Cartoons, all of
Needy.
this, bro. Come on, man.
Next episode.
Next
To be honest, the All or Nothing documentary is the shit, though.
Yeah,
I know you
don't
guys-
forget-
Ateta aliwachorea Lovat kwa board kaseti Lovat
na brain.
tupe heart brain.
Guys, I almost died when I was 8.
I almost died when the way this yake ni
What does that have to do with us
Brother,
beating
three
Burnley, bro?
3 losses in ngoja usikie Tenaga kisha lose to Liverpool mtakuwa story nyingine hakuna. Same used to walk to school in the Netherlands.
season nyingine iko.
I wish, man. No. We want to know if you're United, man.
Guys, subscribe, like, give us a comment. It is what it is.
It is what it is.